Rebecca, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing the process to create this beautiful layout titled Joy to the World using the Simple Vintage 'Tis the Season collection by Simple Stories. Also, I used the Vintage Basic 12 by 12 kit. The envelope I have here was made using a template that I'm sharing with you in my blog. The link is in the description box. And this paper is from the Vintage Basics. They are solid in one side and polka dotted in the other. I'm using the crimson paper in the kit, which is like a red wine. It is not completely solid, it has some script. It's beautiful. After finishing the envelope, I'm cutting the top part with the corner rounder. And I'm using the stencil from the collection. The ink is from the Distress ink. I think it's Scatter Straw. I'm adding some stars around the area where the envelope is going to be. Later, I'm going to add a little bit more of stars. I'm using repositionable tape to place the envelope, because I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it there. As you can see now, I'm adding more stars because they got covered with the envelope, so I'm adding a few more here and there. So when I add the embellishment, they can be seen. The background paper is also from the Vintage Basic kit. It's not white, it's like in between a white and a beige. I'm using the solid side because I'm going to have the texture of the stars, so I want the solid side on top. And on the background, I'm adding a frame from another paper from the collection. To match the photo, I'm using papers from the 6 by 8 paper pad. I don't have a exact measurement, I just cut around them, leaving a border. And I'm distressing the papers. I love distressing my papers, and especially in this type of collection that are with some vintage style on them. I'm tilting the paper to give them more texture and more interest when added to the layout. My matting is done, so I'm going to add the photo temporary there. I only add tape on the bottom. And I'm fussy cutting this design from one of the paper. I'm cutting around those letters to use them in the envelope. They are very tall, so I'm going to cut them in half. I'm going to secure the other part for another layout. Now I'm using the ephemera pack to find some more layers. This was so big that I'm cutting also from the sides a little bit, because I don't want to completely cover the envelope. I want some part of the top to be seen and on the side. I'm using foam tape on the top to bend them a little. Also in the top of the envelope, in the rounded corner, I added a piece of foam tape. And now I'm adding some tickets on the sides. And another piece of the ephemera on the back. I'm just creating some layers of paper there. It looks like a lot of layers, but as you can see, there were only 2 cards and 2 tickets. Just playing with the designs on the paper. My layers are ready. I secured the photo with more tape, so now I'm adding flowers around the envelope. I love using flowers in my projects. And I'm mixing die cuts here, ribbons, and I also use chipboard. On the top, I remove the die cut and add one of the chipboard clusters, the one that says Joy. And now I'm adding more die cuts. I'm putting them there, trying to find an arrangement that I like. Once I'm happy with that, I will fix them with some tape or glue. I'm using a title from the foam pack. I love using them. They already have texture and mix of fonts, colors. It's a time saver using those foam stickers. For the flowers, since this is chipboard, I only use glue, but for the die cuts I use a mix of glue and foam tape. Glue to tuck them under the photos or the envelope, and foam in the outer part to give them some dimension. This camera is from the layered chipboard, another time saver from this collection. They usually design those type of embellishment with all of their collection, and they are worth every penny. They are time saver and they are beautiful. Now I'm adding some ribbons around the clusters, specifically flowers, some red poinsettias. We say Pascua in Spanish. These ribbons are a high quality product. You don't spend a lot of time rubbing it. They're really nice. Now I'm cutting another piece of ribbon to add it to the top. It's like a label with the flower and a phrase. So I'm adding it on the top. Trying to balance the layout because the bottom corner is already busy on the side. And I'm using little pieces of stars and leaves around the page, also from the ribbon. It looks like I spent a lot of time doing this layout, but as you can see, it was a quick layout. The template is very easy to cut and the floral clusters are just a few pieces. Now I'm finding a tab and I'm placing it on top of the photo. And this layout is done. I added some enamel dots of camera. That's all for this layout. Thank you so much for staying with me during this video. I hope you like and enjoy this layout. If this is the case, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more inspiration. Bye and have a wonderful day.